Hello and welcome here to Chadwick's Wexford Park for live coverage of the Wexford First Year Schools hurling final between Wexford CBS and Good Counsel. Both sides are at the moment going through the give respect, get respect handshake, and we'll be ready to go in a couple of minutes' time here in Chadwick's Wexford Park. It's a breezy sort of an evening, but conditions are quite good in comparison to the last couple of evenings. There's a little bit more heat in the air, and hopefully that'll lend itself to a good game of hurling here. And I'm delighted to be joined by JJ Doyle. And JJ, this competition has had I suppose a competition specifically to find a couple of teams to play before this Wexford and Kilkenny game here tonight.
Well, it wasn't actually. I suppose the original thought was that the young lads under 13 club competitions finished up there in September, and the first year competitions in schools don't start till next month, till February. So we looked at the calendar and we just saw, listen, we need to get some game time. A lot of these chaps would have missed out a good bit in primary school through COVID and lack of record league and that. So we said we put this competition on, and then we spoke to the county board and we looked at it and we said, listen, wouldn't it be great kind of carrot for the boys taking part in it, that if the final would be played on the first night under lights in Wexford Park. And I don't think anyone we probably started organising this in late October, early November. I don't think any of us could have envisaged the setup here tonight and the occasion, and it's just absolutely brilliant for these young lads. And listen, it's just about the occasion more so than the match or the results or anything. But maybe if you go down to the 15 chaps on the field, you wouldn't, or the 30 chaps, you wouldn't. They might not agree with that, but it's just brilliant to have them here.
And you can't really see it on the camera, but Chadwick's Wexford Park is absolutely packed here, and they were queuing out around the stadium since about 2:45. So it'll be really a very memorable occasion for many of these guys. There are even plenty of senior inter-county players who wouldn't have played a match in front of a crowd as large as this, JJ.
Yeah, I was just saying that to you there earlier. I think the last time there would have been a crowd like this in Wexford Park was maybe the Kilkenny Wexford game there a few years ago, and by the time obviously the senior match rolls around this evening, which is it's still 2 hours to a Walsh Cup throwing on a the 21st of January, and to see the stand here, the covered stand is basically full at the minute, and there's already people in the terrace and on the far side. So listen, if this is not going to inspire young lads to hurl and young girls to hurl, nothing ever will. So it's brilliant to be here, and it's brilliant to see the young lads lining out here for their two schools, I suppose one traditional school in Good Counsel and one in Wexford CBS, who over the last number of years, particularly under the guidance of Donald Howland, have put in a huge amount of work in promoting Gaelic games in the school, and it's brilliant for them to be here this evening.
And we're almost ready to go now. The referee is Jimmy Heavey, and the ball is in, the game is on. An early battle for it in around the middle, gathered up neatly. First opportunity for Good Counsel to go on the attack. Meeting it first there was Michael Carty, who's the captain of the CBS team, but it's here now with Good Counsel. The opening shot of the game, I think, from Tom Barrett, from Tyg Walsh, and that's gone over the bar, and a good start for Good Counsel.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at Good Counsel, there's a good mix between Wexford. I think it's half and half between Wexford and Kilkenny, and obviously all the Wexford CBS lads are Wexford based. But there's a great puck out there from Ryan Scallon from St Mary's Rosslare.
Owen Keogh and Milo Perry are trying to make something happen for the CBS, and the ball falls loosely now as far as Tom Barrett. Back again with Good Counsel. Ball straight up the middle. There was a slip by Joey Tobin, but that's a great first touch, and the ball is up. Another long ball in towards the full forward line, well gathered in there by Adam Fitzpatrick. A good chance of a score here for Good Counsel. The shot is a goal, a fantastic goal. Great ball in by Joey Tobin, and no mistake with the finish.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant touch. I mean, I'd say a lot of the senior hurlers would love that touch that Joey Tobin had there, young lad from Radnure. Brilliant touch, great ball in, great feel in the full forward, and he went straight for goal. So it's a great start for Good Counsel.
Puck out, bounces nicely in front of Owen Keogh, who's the joint captain of this side. Keogh carries it forward. He's under intense pressure from Cian Kelly. The referee plays advantage. The shot is heading in close, and the ball is over the bar, and that's a good response.
Yeah, that's a brilliant score. He went down. He had referee Jimmy Heavey was giving him the advantage there, but he kept going, and lovely score. Great response to the early goal and a point by Good Counsel.
Patrick Aylward's puck out now. It lands out around the middle, a long puck out. Bounces nicely here for the two Wexford CBS midfielders. Gathered up by Pádraig Hayden. Hand pass inside. It's difficult to tell with some of the numbers on the Good Counsel players who everyone is, but
yeah, that was young Jack Cullen there from Feather. Again, another good young hurler.
This one here now with Pádraig Hayden. The shot from Hayden is going to land a little bit short, gathered by Ryan Scallon, almost blocked down, but gets a good long clearance down here towards the half forward line. Flicked along by Owen Keogh. Keogh again, there's a bit of room here for Wexford CBS. Keogh carries it forward, needs a bit of support, it's lost. Good defending by the Good Counsel men back there. Niall Kinsella is in over it for Good Counsel, but it's here with Keogh. He spills it, tries to kick it forward. Cleared away by the cornerback Kyle Bulger of Tullogher Ross Birkin. The ball now out around the middle. Good battle so far in the opening 2.5 minutes here in Chadwick's Wexford Park. Good Counsel have got the slightly better start as this one is sent long.
Yeah, the young Owen Keogh there did brilliantly to break through again. If he'd seen the man maybe inside, he could have given the ball in, but listen, you'd forgive him on an occasion like today. There's another brilliant point there by number 11, Joey Tobin for Good Counsel. Some great hurling here to start, and I'm sure there's a massive nerves among these young lads out here. They've probably never been in a stadium with this kind of a crowd, never mind played in front of them.
Long puck out by Ryan Scallon. Again, it's aimed towards Owen Keogh, and again Keogh snaps it up. The left-handed shot this time, it's going to be a little bit short, and the goalkeeper Patrick Aylward is happy enough to let it dribble wide.
Yeah, really impressed with Ryan Scallon's puck outs. He's getting huge distance. I'm a bit of a breeze, but nothing that strong. And Owen Keogh from Blackwater there has started really impressively in the wing forward position.
Patrick Aylward's puck out again, carries well, and the referee Jimmy Heavey spots a little push in the back, and a free for Wexford CBS. The linesmen for this game are Philip Murphy and Aidan Foley, and the fourth official is Justin Heffernan.
Yeah, I suppose just to let people know as well that the football equivalent to final of that is on next Saturday night before the Wexford and London football game here under lights, and Wexford CBS are playing Gorey in that, and there's a brilliant point.
Tom Barrett, the man to score that one. The free was sent in by Darren Roach, and Barrett snapped up the breaking ball and expertly clipped it in and over the bar. And
yeah, and Tom is a brother actually of Joe that played on the Wexford under-20 hurling team last year, so obviously he's passed down the good genes that are gone down through the whole family.
Aylward's puck out again, it's aimed towards the far side. Roach pulls on it, only carries as far as Oisin Roach. He returns it back up the field in towards the man who got that goal, Adam Fitzpatrick. He's out in front of Jack Walsh. The clever ball inside now, and there's a chance for Good Counsel maybe to get another score. The shot is taken, a great save by Ryan Scallon. Breaks back out to Tobin, still the danger is there. Tobin with the shot and a goal for Good Counsel. No mistake from Joey Tobin, 1-1 for him and 2-2 for Good Counsel.
Yeah, Ryan Scallon did brilliant there great save from, I think it was the corner forward that had the shot there initially, and with Joey Tobin, I've seen him a little bit of him over the last couple of years, and he's an absolutely lethal finisher in there.
Cian Kelly now, almost blocked down by Alex Miller, but gets the ball forward towards Fionn Murphy, who turns and strikes and just drags it a little bit to the right and wide. Yeah,
good effort there from Fionn. He's a Kilmore or a Glenmore man. I don't know if he's any relation to Owen or any of the boys, any of the Murphy lads up there, but he had a good effort there, but just put it wide.
Gathered again by Owen Keogh. He seems to be the man that Good Counsel are going to have to keep tabs on. The man chasing him is Sean Doyle from Adamstown, but it's Keogh now. Takes the shot, it's going to land in a little bit in around the edge of the square. There's a chance here. Milo Perry with it. Shot is great, well blocked down by the fullback Owen Cahill, but the referee spotted a little bit of a tug there, and it's just inside the square, and there's going to be a penalty for Wexford CBS, JJ.
Yeah, listen, it's a really good Owen Keogh, really impressive start for the Wexford CBS team, and you know, all you ever ask the guys in the full forward line, the ball comes in there, can you make it stick somewhere or the other, and fairness, the two boys inside did, and obviously got a penalty now, and as I said, there's some nerves going through that young lad's body now and taking a penalty in the hallowed turf of Wexford Park of an evening like this evening, so but he certainly had a confident start, so you'd back him maybe to score this one.
Milo Perry, the man from Fight Harriers, bends, lifts, strikes and takes the point. Okay. And I suppose take your points, as they say, get the gap a little bit back, well, JJ.
Absolutely, yeah. Listen, as I said, it's a long way out for a chap at this age. So, and with nerves and that, he's probably better off just put it over the bar and reset.
Hayward's puck out. Josh Doyle tries to make some ground with it, but he's not been given much room by the good Council defenders as Jack Cullen is tackled by Owen Barry, and again the ball is loose and available. Winning the rucks is all important in every match, and at this time it's good Council who win it. The long ball in towards its attack back there by the fullback for, I was about to say the Fight Harriers, but the Wexford CBS. I think there's Fight Harriers jerseys, but definitely Wexford CBS this evening as good Council on the attack again. A long ball in. Michael Carty is the man who gathers that one. Bounced nicely for him, and he clears it away down the field here towards the middle of the field, and Josh Doyle battling away for Wexford CBS. There's plenty of bodies in there for good Council. The man who comes away with it is Oisin Roach. Low ball up into the corner towards Fionn Murphy. Right beside him is Donald Dwyer. Jack Cullen now with the shot, and it's sent high, it's sent, looks good, and it's over the bar.
Yeah, lovely score. You know, some good defending there by Wexford CBS. You know, Michael Carty had a good clearance now, just couldn't get it past the midfield. The middle third there looks really strong for Co-Council, as already said. You know, Jack Cullen is very, very strong player there, and that's a good score into the win there from outside the 45.
That was a great pick up by Padraig Hayden. He was under a lot of pressure. There wasn't much space that time, and still ball to be fought for here as Niall Kinsella was robbed of it, but it's cleared up the field now by Cian Kelly. Again, the Wexford defence are doing well. Michael Carty clears it down in the direction of Owen Keogh. Getting there first was the good Council defender, but it was robbed from him. Padraig Hayden again, blocked away. And that ball was kind of thrown, kind of hand-passed.
Yeah, listen, there's brilliant energy going on out there, and it's a big pitch as well, so I'd say they'll need to use their subs in the second half because chaps will get tired. Yeah, Michael Carty is going well down there. He's obviously, you know, just talking to his parents, Ger and Anne-Marie there before the match. Councillor Ger Carty from down in Our Lady's Island. So, you know, he started really well, and it's a dangerous ball in here now.
Here's a great chance for Wexford CBS, and it's tapped over the bar, and another score for Milo Perry, and 4 points in total now for Wexford CBS.
Listen, that's twice. The ball's going in, it's thick, and full forward lines are dangerous in there, and it's difficult for the backs because there's so much space here in Wexford Park.
Joey Tobin has himself over it, but it wouldn't come up for him. Owen Keogh, it comes up for him, but there's 4 good Council bodies around him. One of them was a little bit high in the tackle, and it's a free for Wexford CBS. Yeah,
Owen Keogh again just did well there. I see Wexford CBS seem to be playing the spare man. Oisin Byrne from out of the Ballock seems to be playing as the spare man back in the backs there. So listen, I suppose also I want to credit the pitch. I mean, for the 21st of January, the pitch is and John Keogh and his crew here in Wexford Park have done an absolutely brilliant job. So it'll be fabulous when the lights are turned on now and they're shining on it in half an hour's time. It'll be a sight to see.
Tom Barrett now tries to twist and turn to make a bit of room for himself, but I think he did take more than the allocated 4, and it's a free for good Council.
Yeah, good Council look to have a lot of, I suppose, bigger, some bigger chaps around the middle third of the field and that, but definitely Wexford CBS are batting well.
Cian Kelly's free is sent up towards Joey Tobin and Padraig Hayden. The two of them have been very effective in the opening part of this game as Liam Morris is over this one battling away for Wexford CBS, but it's gathered up and there's a foul on Jack Cullen and a free for good Council. The man to take it just from outside the 45 metre line is Joey Tobin of Rathnewer. Has the socks pulled up. And free is nicely struck and carries well over the bar. 1-2 now for Joey Tobin, and good Council restored their 6-point lead. Yeah,
really good strike there. Obviously you wouldn't want to be giving him too many opportunities like that because he's not going to miss a whole lot.
Ryan Scallon's puck out is well caught by Cian Kelly. It's robbed from him. And a little tug there as Kelly was trying to get it back, and a free for Wexford CBS.
Yeah, great catch there by the centre back. But again, the young Wexford CBS lads working really hard around the breaking ball and that. So, see, I'd say this one now, 65's a long way out. I'd say it'll probably drop short again. So seeking to make anything of it.
Owen Keogh just about does drop short. It's a dangerous ball. Patrick Aylward saves it inside and gets a good clearance away as well. Not a panic clearance either. It was well picked out, the ball down here towards Sean Doyle. Another clever ball forward to Jack Cullen. Twists and turns, has his arm held a little bit, but maybe the referee didn't quite spot it. We had a better view maybe on this side of it than the referee had, but we have a bit of a scrum for it now, and the referee is going to throw it in. Good strength shown over that one by Alex Miller, but it's eventually Conor Doyle who gets it up. The Glenbarntown man makes some ground. Takes a good looking shot. It's going to be slightly short, but a dangerous ball. Patrick Aylward comes out, bats it. A race for possession now. The race is won back there by, is it the man wearing number 13, is it? Or is it the man wearing number 3? It's hard to tell, but either way the clearance is good. I think it might have been Owen Cahill. Ball again into the full forward line where Tyg Walsh is in there, and he gives a little push in the back and a free out for Wexford CBS.
Yeah, it was a great effort here by Conor Doyle out in the wing. I thought it was flying over, but fairness, the young goalkeeper Patrick Aylward in goal, he did well to come out there. He was brave to come out and just got the ball away. But yeah, it's very competitive. 2 goals obviously is the difference in it, but you know, great competition going on right throughout the field.
This one lands out around. A great catch by Cian Kelly. He's been reasonably solid at the back for Good Counsel so far. The Mullinavat man in turn sends it forward again. Fionn Murphy with a fantastic catch, and there's a great chance of another goal here for Good Counsel. It's carried forward. Chance of a third goal from Fitzpatrick, and it's a great save, but it's there for Murphy to finish in, and that's the third goal for Good Counsel, and that really came from the great catch by Cian Kelly and the great catch by Fionn Murphy.
Yeah, absolutely. Fionn is, I see that, you know, in the corner there, he's had 2 great catches of the ball in the last couple of minutes. And in fairness, Ryan Scallon made a great save again, but just came up straight out for the man. So centre back here, Cian Kelly is dominating there in the air. So they'll obviously, Wexford CBS will be looking to maybe keep the ball away from him, but. Goals win games, as they say, and that's the difference between the 2 teams at the minute. But it's hard for a full back line here. You look out, there's so much space in that field, and obviously these chaps, a lot of them have only come through from under 13, which would have been playing on the small pitch. So this is their first real experience of playing on a full size pitch, and you don't get much more full size than Wexford Park. And that's a great score, great free by Oisin Byrne from out of the ballocks to full forward.
So 3-4 to 5 points after 15 minutes. I think there's 25 minutes a half, I was told beforehand, JJ. I think that's the standard. 25
minutes a half, which is, I'd say, for these young lads, it's plenty long of an evening like this evening. So, and obviously just to, I suppose, with all the other things that are going on this evening, to just kept the match a little bit shorter for them.
Ball out by Liam Morris, but it's slightly mishit, and there to pick up the pieces is Cian Kelly. He opens the shoulders and sends it long in towards Murphy again. This time it's gathered by the Wexford CBS corner back there and does well, but the ball forward is intercepted. Still good work by Owen Keogh. Keogh plants the feet, takes a great shot. He certainly hit it really well. The shot from Owen Keogh is just tailed, but it had so much distance on it, JJ, it nearly went over the net.
Listen, I've been really impressed with his start to the game there, and you know, there is, as I said, there's a little bit of a crossfield breeze there, and it just blew the ball out over the end line on him.
Puck out over towards the far side this time. Plenty of bodies in around it, and again the referee has spotted a foul. Definitely need the floodlights tonight, because I know the official turning on is at half time, but it's getting a little bit gloomy here. We can certainly see the lights at the far side of the stand taking great effect over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose the thing is, when you put the lights on, you want them to have an effect, and they'll definitely have an effect this evening. So, you know, 10 minutes time they'll be turned on officially. Hopefully they work. Hopefully they put there's plenty of diesel in the generator.
Owen Keogh sends that free wide, but again it had plenty of distance on it from the 65, and when I suppose when players are that much smaller at this age and they're able to strike the ball that well, it really shows that they have a pure strike at the ball.
Yeah, he has a real languid kind of strike on it as well. Like, it's a natural power in him, because he's able to hit it on the move as well as in when he's static.
Good ball across here. Chance again. Tadhg Walsh. Ball bobbling around a little bit pinball style there. No one can quite get a good hand on it at the moment. Clearance is half blocked. And comes out here. Good work by Joey Tobin to flick it away from Alex Miller. And there might have been a little push in the back there, but we wave play on. Darren Roach, Kilmore man, under pressure from Jack Cullen. Joey Tobin this time. Low ball down into the corner towards Adam Fitzpatrick. He misses it. And a free out for Wexford CBS.
Yeah, better defending there by Wexford CBS. Once they can get into a battle, they seem to come out with a good lot of ball. It's, I suppose, it's when the space is there for the good Counsel forwards to have some really quality players in there.
Ryan Scallon, we've been talking about good strikers of the ball. He's probably, I'd say, nearly the best of them on the field. He's a fantastic distance in the hookouts.
Obviously, he has a bit of a breeze behind him. He probably needs to keep the ball out of the middle. Good Counsel seem to be keeping all their player. This Owen Keogh is really is impressing, isn't he? You can see, I suppose, he was part of the Blackwater primary school team last year that won the record, or won the record league and that. So there's a lot of good young lads coming through in the Blackwater club as well. In fairness to them down there, there's a lot of good work going on in underage. And
Owen Keogh with the strike, it's sent high, and again it just tails off to the left. 3 wides now in total for Wexford CBS, 1 for Good Counsel.
Yeah, just looking at the flags behind the goal up there, they're even swirling, but they're definitely going towards that side of the field. And I suppose the Wexford and Kilkenny players later on, obviously Lee Chin will want to take that into account as well, because it's not an easy place to score when the wind is blowing like that.
Owen Doyle gets to this one first for Good Counsel. The Banno Balamiti man does well. Gets it away as far as Oisin Roach. Clearance by Oisin Byrne is half blocked, but it falls as far as his teammate Alex Miller. Miller's attempted ball in was hooked, and it falls back again to Oisin Roach, and that ball has gone out over the far sideline. 5 minutes to go until half time, and it's the Good Counsel who've got the upper hand so far in the opening 20 minutes, 3-4 to 5 points. If you're joining us late, the 3 goals have come from Joey Tobin, Adam Fitzpatrick and Fionn Murphy. Tobin has added 2 points, and the other 2 points have come from Tadhg Walsh and Jack Cullen. And on the CBS side, Milo Perry has 2 points, Oisin Byrne, Tom Barrett and Owen Keogh have all got a point apiece. Here now with Oisin Roach again, and he throws it.
Yeah, just the loose hand pass again. After giving away a couple of frees there by loose hand passes. So I suppose it's maybe a blight on the game at times. The players are throwing the ball rather than hand passing it, and I suppose there's no better age to learn those lessons than there is now at this age, and hopefully lads will improve as they get that bit older.
This one breaks, gathered up very neatly by Tom Barrett. He's immediately tackled by 2 Good Counsel men, and there's a free this time to Good Counsel.
Yeah, better free in there though that time. They took it out of the middle, and Tom got in his hand. He tried to play a little pass, but obviously got blocked or hooked. So
this ball bounces. Great touch by Tadhg Walsh, and there's a good chance here for Good Counsel again. He's under pressure and fouled and dragged back, and there's going to be a free in. And there's some great players all over the field, really, and that was a great touch by Tadhg Walsh.
Yeah, good hands and good touch. Listen, the standard is really good, and as we said already, like, I'm sure there's a lot of nerves there among the young lads, but you certainly wouldn't know it here this evening, because there's some real quality striking, field and scoring all over the field, in fairness to the young lads.
Joey Tobin's free has gone over the bar, and that's 1-3 now for the Rathnewer man. I think he's the only Rathnewer man on the team, which is it's the only Rathnewer man in the panel, actually. I suppose plenty of young lads go to different schools now, and Rathnewer are sort of in between Enniscorthy and New Ross. And
Joey would have actually gone to primary school in New Ross as well, so.
Yeah. Cian Kelly. Very stylish looking hurler, sends this one forward. Tobin, who gets the end of his hurl on it towards Tyg Walsh, but he's eased off it by Darren Roach. 3 minutes to go until half time here. We'll have the official turning on at the floodlights then, but at the moment the game is being lit up by the forwards of Good Counsel as they have Oisin Byrne under pressure again, but Byrne does well to carry it out and clear it out down the sideline here, and out for a line ball.
Yeah, there's great battling going on all over the field, and as I said again, once it becomes a battle back in there, the Wexford CBS lads are coming out with the ball, but you're just finding it hard to get it down the field.
Line cut taken. Jack Cullen twists and turns. He's dispossessed. Good work by the Wexford CBS defenders. Liam Morris is the man who carries this one away. Looks to have a bit of a burst of pace about him. Still Morris, but he's under pressure, does well. Needs a bit of support now. There's not that many further forward. There's only 3 options further forward. One of them is in the corner here is Milo Perry. Well gathered up, but again, there's plenty of Good Counsel defenders back there. Perry plays the ball across, but it misses the intended target, or maybe the intended target missed it. But either way, that's a good block down by Owen Keogh. Maybe the swing was a little bit long as well, but too many steps taken by Kyle Bulger, and a free to Wexford CBS.
Yeah, Lee Morris did brilliant there. The young Fight Harry's man coming out, real athletic looking, tried to play a great ball across to Owen Murphy, but or Owen Keogh, sorry, didn't turn over. But I don't think there's anything gets people up out of their seats as much as a great block like that one there, and that was just brilliant there, and they got the turnover, and they'll be looking out to put another score on the board. And
Oisin Byrne, the man to try and do that, but it doesn't quite get the connection with it, and that one has gone wide. Yeah,
just tailed wide on the right hand side. Maybe overcompensated from looking at the frees going wide on the left there earlier on. But no, great. Listen, 25 minutes have absolutely flown by. The standard has, I'd say, standard has been really, really impressive.
Good touch by Joey Tobin to take down the ball, and himself and Roach end up on the ground over there, and it's hard to tell where the ball is really. The man who has it knows where it is all right, but we don't. Still battle away. Good work by Roach. Clearance is long down in towards the full forward line.
Breaks in behind.
Good chance here. Josh Doyle was the one there, but Milo Perry is also there. Both Fight Harriers men, and that's a heavy tackle enough, and there's going to be a free for the Wexford CBS. Yeah,
you're looking at Wexford CBS. They're coming out of most rucks with the ball, and again, I think it was Darren Roach there from Kilmore did a great job winning that ball and putting in. And Milo Perry has been really impressive inside. He's, the ball is sticking with him, and another point. This should be another score for them now. And he went. Genie, I thought he'd gone for goal. He gone low. So I'd say that should be half time now, and the first time the lights with the crowd in Wexford Park are about to be turned on the next couple of minutes.
So we're 30 seconds into the 1 minute of injury time. 3-5 to 6 points.
I don't know about you, Peter, but I might need them lights in the second half as well, because it's getting very dark out there. It's really hard to see some of the numbers, but you can still see some of the quality players. Joey Tobin's having a really good game there, centre forward for Rathnewer.
Jack Walsh
for Wexford CB or Good Counsel.
Jack Walsh tries to get the clearance in, but he's blocked. Fitzpatrick has it now, has support inside in the form of Jack Cullen, but he's held back. There's going to be a free in for Good Counsel, and there's a good chance that this might be the last action of the first half here in Chadwick's Wexford Park. Yeah,
Good Counsel, they're looking to go for goal, aren't they? They want to put the icing on the cake early on in play. I'd say this little Joey will probably tap this over now, and there'll be just the three majors between the teams there at half time.
So Tobin sends that over the bar. 1-4 for him, 3-6 for Good Counsel, and they lead by 9 points here at half time in Chadwick's Wexford Park. If you stay on the stream, we'll see the lights being turned on now in a few moments, but for the moment myself and JJ are going to take a little rest here in the commentary box, and we'll be back with coverage of the second half in a few minutes.
Martin, Michal, just to explain to the people here today how important this occasion is and what's gone in to make it happen.
Thanks, Alan, and welcome everyone. This is a lot of work from a huge number of people, not just recently, but obviously there's been a lot of work that's gone on in Chadwick's Wexford Park for a long number of years, and we remember some great articles about people like Pat French and all those who've gone before in relation to the development of Chadwick's Wexford Park. In relation to this particular project, our Safety and Facilities Officer, David Tobin, the Wexford Park Committee, and Gary Kent, our Leinster Chairman, has also overseen the work. We also have here this evening our contractors, so we were very, very fortunate to have a lot of really, really professional people who helped work on floodlights, the auxiliary lighting. We've introduced Jeff Rogers from Musco, who's over from America, along with Chris Limpash. And then from McSherry Electrical, Neil and Brian McSherry as well, and we've Pat Walsh from Chadwick's. So it's obviously a historic night. We're delighted to be here. It's a great buzz around town, and it's just one step of our strategic plan. But I suppose it shows all our supporters that when we say we want to deliver something, we deliver it on time, we deliver it on budget. So great evening for everyone.
And now you're going to call on the newly installed Chairman of Leinster GAA, our very own Derek Kent. And just a word of how important it is to have a Wexford man as a Leinster chair.
Yeah, delighted. You're kidding me now, but on his first week as Leinster chairman, it's a great honour for the county to have Derek. I say Derek put hours and hours into this project, like he has a number of projects around the county. I won't say any more about him because I'm embarrassed, but it's a great honour for him, and I'm delighted on a personal level for Derek to be able to personally turn on the lights here first class.
Ready? Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, families of Wexford and Kilkenny, are we ready? Let's count it in. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let there be light. Game on.
So the lights are on and the ball is in for the second half here as Good Counsel on the attack again. Ball sent in towards Adam Fitzpatrick. There is a good chance to start it with a goal for Good Counsel. A great hook back there. The danger is not cleared just yet. And a free out for Wexford CBS.
Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant to see the lights on here, and got the, you know, it is really very, very bright, especially out there in the middle third of the field. It's an awful lot easier seeing numbers on the jerseys now anyway, Peter, than it was 10 or 15 minutes ago. And this is a historic moment. These young lads are actually the first chaps to play under lights in Wexford Park, and it's something that they'll never forget. I'm sure their families, their schools, their clubs will never forget either.
Some of them will be telling great grandchildren in 80 years' time, maybe, or 70 years' time, that they were the first. That was a bad enough collision there. I don't think it was on purpose or anything, but Owen Keogh has got a bad smack there, so hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, I think he just went to flick the ball away, and the other chap just ran into him. But no, yeah, definitely will be a memorable occasion. Listen, it's a memorable occasion for everyone that's here this evening as well, and it's just brilliant to see the development. I saw pictures in the local paper the other day of what Wexford Park looked like back in the 80s, and it's like completely different venue altogether than it is now.
So the free taken by Cian Kelly, lands out around the edge of the tee, batted down by Owen Barry. Well gathered up by Padraig Hayden. A shot from Hayden off his left is heading in, but it's heading wide.
Yeah, just back there at the start of the second half, there was a great chance for Good Counsel for a goal, but it was some brilliant defending again by the Wexford CBS full back line.
And another free for Good Counsel.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of inter-county goalkeepers to be happy to have the distance under strike that Ryan Scallon has there in the goalies. The wind definitely seems to be picking up here this evening now, and it's hard to know what way it's going. It's very calm. This side the field, the flags, but the far side they really are blowing in the wind. And again, you can see free taker having the same problem as the Wexford CBS lads had in the first half. It's definitely blowing towards the open stand side of the pitch, and that'll have a big impact on the game later on as well.
Ball loose and available around the middle. 3-6 to 6 points it remains as there are 28 minutes almost gone, and this one is carried forward. Flicked ahead by Oisin Roach in towards the full forward line. Adam Fitzpatrick with it. Has a bit of support outside, but opts to flick it towards the goals himself and sends it over the bar. 1-1 now for Fitzpatrick, and that was a tidy score.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice score there, and there's 10 points in it now, but don't think it's not really about the result today. Like there's unlimited subs. You'd love to see the teams throwing in as many young lads as possible to give them an experience of this occasion here this evening.
Well gathered up by Owen Keogh, and he was fouled multiple times on the way in, and there's going to be a free for Wexford CBS.
Yeah, he's done brilliantly again there. He really looks like a young talent coming through, and hopefully he continues to develop through his school and through the club over the next number of years.
And that's a good pointed free from Keogh. 3 points in total for him. Puck out, down towards Keogh again. It bounces out of his hand. Sent down the line. Fionn Murphy didn't quite pick it up. Maybe Adam Fitzpatrick now. Gets around Jack Walsh. Great pace by Fitzpatrick. Chance of a goal, and the finish was nearly inevitable once he showed that pace, JJ, to get around.
He has only one thing in his mind. He's had it a couple of times in the first half there as well, and he's very lively in there in the full forward line, and once the ball breaks in behind, it's very hard for any full back to cope with that.
There has been a man brought in for Good Counsel wearing number 20, Owen Bates from St. Martin's. Ball down into the corner here. Fionn Murphy is over for Good Counsel. Can't get his hand free. Oisin Byrne is there for Wexford CBS. First example of someone pulling on the ground throughout the match, and it's gone out over the sideline, and as it so often did, JJ.
Yeah, everyone will be calling the usual thing. Lads pull on the ground, then it goes out over the sideline. The lad that pulled has been given out to, so it's hard to win on that one.
Good touch by Oisin Roach. Flicks it back to his midfield partner Jack Cullen. He's been tackled a little bit vigorously, but does well. Hand passed away by Padraig Hayden. Flicked forward by the man who I mentioned has been brought in, Owen Bates, to Joey Tobin, who turns onto his right hand side, takes the shot, but and it curls in nicely over the bar.
Yeah, he hasn't missed a whole lot. I think he's had probably 4 or 5 shots and he scored in all of them. So
now both benches are being emptied. Good Counsel are about to make a triple substitution, and Wexford CBS are about to bring in Cian Redmond. It has to wait for the next break in play, maybe.
It's great to see it, and it's great for all these young lads to get an opportunity to play here this evening. And
Cian Kelly's hand pass forward is it one for the Wexford CBS defenders. There's also been a sub on the Wexford CBS team. Aaron Mullally was brought in, and he was fouled over there.
Yeah, they're just going to keep. As I said, we were allowing multiple subs in the competition, and an awful lot of chaps have gotten game time through it, and it's brilliant to see them, continuing that here in the final, and not just. I know we talk about winning and winning being important to that, but it's also important to give young lads an opportunity and try to develop it, and it's brilliant to see that both management teams bringing on all the players here, and they're getting, as I say, this is probably their secondary competition. They'll go into their A and B competitions now in the coming months as well, and we'd wish all the Wexford schools the very best in that as well.
So Cian Redmond has been brought in, and Good Counsel made a triple substitution, but one of the men that's gone in is not wearing a jersey with a number on it, so I'm not 100% sure who it is. But the other 2 men that were brought in were Jamie Walsh and Elliot Barrett, as the referee spots a foul and a free for Wexford CBS. 4-8 to 7 points. The far side is filling up fairly significantly as the crowd continue to gather here in Wexford town on what is quite a nice evening compared to the last few evenings. It was fairly Baltic for the last week or so, but it's a little bit more I suppose warmer tonight, JJ.
Yeah, it's all relative though, Peter. I wouldn't say it's warm.
Exactly warm.
It's warmer, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the word to use.
Yeah, and I suppose it's great because there might have been, the last couple of nights, there might have been a bit of a fear there of the ground freezing up and that, but no, listen, it's actually pretty, for this time of the year, it's pretty good conditions. That is an unbelievable score.
That's just a little bit short. That's really unfortunate, because that would have been
a phenomenal shot from the sideline. Just dropped short, but again, good defending by Good Counsel there on that one.
Ball forward in towards Elliot Barrett, Hors Woodman. Tries to get it up, but it just wouldn't come up for him. There's plenty of Wexford CBS defenders back there, and
the young lad, he picked it straight off the ground, and then he basically told the referee he did it, so
yeah,
he'll learn over the years too. Honestly, it's a great thing in the young lad.
Yeah, so Joey Tobin with the free. And that one is over the bar. 1-6 now for Joey.
Yeah, he's not. The wind hasn't affected him. He's reading it very well there, and he's striking the ball well, and he's had a very good game from centre forward. Ryan
Scallon's puck out, carries well past the far 65, batted away. Breaks for Joey Tobin again. He's under pressure immediately from a couple of Wexford CBS players there. Still a battle for possession. Won't come up for anyone at the moment. Both teams getting stuck in, giving it their all, as we see a fairly large crowd of people walking around to the far side of the field. People pouring in here to Chadwick's Wexford Park. Adam Fitzpatrick inside in the full forward line there. The two 14s collide.
Yeah, Peter, it's phenomenal to think that it's an hour and 15 minutes before a Walsh Cup game, and Wexford Park it won't take a whole lot more to fill the three sides that are available this evening. Obviously the Pine Ridge end is not available because of the fireworks display down that end, but it just shows the appetite and the hunger and the interest in hurling within Wexford. And obviously when you bring Kilkenny down here, it adds to it as well, but it's just brilliant to see it here this evening. There's again brilliant feeling by Cian Kelly, the number 6, and
gives it to Joey Tobin, who sends it over the bar. 1-7 now for Tobin, and it's really Kelly and Tobin are.
I was just going to say it. I'd say there's a lot of good players out there, on the Good Counsel team. I suppose Cian Kelly and Joey Tobin and are definitely standing out, and obviously Owen Keogh has been a standout, the wing forward here for Wexford CBS.
Ball breaks here around the middle. Pulled on by Darren Roach. 35 minutes gone here in Chadwick's Wexford Park. We're into the second half of the Wexford first year schools competition, and it's currently Good Counsel who look to be marching to the title as another low ball sent in, intercepted back there by Oisin Byrne. He plants the feet and returns it back with interest, but Cian Kelly has sort of been left as a free man back there, and not really the most not the best man for Wexford CBS to be allowed to be loose, I think, JJ.
No, I like it. It's a little bit defensive maybe for a first years for Wexford CBS having basically a sweeper back there. It might be better off just to push up and let the young lads hurl there, but I suppose they're under a little bit of pressure and they're trying to cover it off. But yeah, Good Counsel now are taking off a few. The young lad, number 14, Adam Fitzpatrick, who was very, very lively. He's coming out there now, and he had a very good, very lively game inside and full forward for Good Counsel.
Charlie Byrne has been brought in, and so too has Bobby Donovan.
Yeah, don't see the second player to come off. Maybe they're going to go 60. Oh, here he comes. This is a young Jack Cullen again from Fetherty. Very good in the middle of the field as well. Another big, strong chap.
Ball in towards the edge of the square. Joey Tobin has it up. Tries to wriggle clear. Slips, and Darren Roach there tries to clear it away, but it only goes as far as Bobby Donovan, who the man just brought in, plays it across. Good first touch by Oisin Roach, collects it really nicely and sends it over the bar, and the first touch really key there for the rower in the Stieg, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Little lad after coming in there, lovely touch, and then just flicked it, or he was midfield, lovely touch and just flicked it over the bar. And
again back here it's Cian Kelly who catches this one.
It's like he has a magnet in the hand. He's a typical Kenny hurler there. He's really good under the high ball.
Roach again sends it low in towards Charlie Byrne. Good touch by Byrne, plays it out to Donovan. Back again to Roach. Has he got the distance here for the second score? Strikes it well, it's close, but it's just gone to the left and wide. Four wides now.
He's after really powering into the game there in the last 5 minutes. He had a lovely point and then a good strike, but they'll have to do something about pucking the ball down on top of Cian Kelly, because he's just absolutely cleaning up there and might break through to him again now.
And it is Cian Kelly now. Good ball out to Joey Tobin. Tobin opens the shoulders, takes the shot and puts the ball over the bar. 1-8 now for Tobin. 1-4 of that has come from play.
Yeah, I'd say what you call it. I'd say Ratner will be hoping he'll be able to do that for many a year now in Wexford Park in their colours as well.
Charlie Byrne, Oisin Byrne even, plays it forward, but again, and Cian Kelly is over there to pick it up. He's fouled, the referee plays advantage. Ball forward to Oisin Roach. Left-handed, strikes it in towards the full forward line. I'm not 100% sure who has it, but whoever has it is done very well with it, and that one is sent in and over the bar, and another fine score for Good Counsel.
Yeah, number 17 I think it is, Peter. Is it Jamie Walsh from Gustron? If I have the number right, lovely little turn there and just struck the ball over the bar.
And we have 4 more subs for Good Counsel. I'll definitely be getting a heap of them wrong now. I've been getting enough of them wrong so far.
I think there's a 32 and a 22 there, and a 30, Peter. So whoever that is. 32 is Keane Dwyer from Mooreswood. 22 is Seamus Robin from Mullinavat, and they're changing the goalkeeper Owen Aylward from Mullinavat. I just wonder, is he
a
brother?
Are they twins, I wonder?
It must be, yeah, because there was
they're very similar in their
yeah.
They're similar in their build anyway. So a free in for Wexford CBS. Owen Keogh is going to take it. Sends it low, and a goal for Wexford CBS. Owen Keogh, the man.
Yeah, and he went for that too, Peter. He wasn't trying to put that one on, because we've seen him striking the ball beautifully there for the rest of the game, but he definitely went low at that time, and he got his rewards.
And the puck out has gone out over the sideline. 4:13 to 1-7. 40 minutes gone here. Owen Keogh again lobs this one in. Who's going to get it? Hand went up there. Alex Miller was the man. Another 3 subs are being brought in for Wexford CBS, 20, 21 and 22. Shane Laffin, Lee Harper and Keane Rossler McCauley. .65 to be taken by Owen Keogh once the substitutions are made. 8 minutes to go here. The far side is getting almost full as well. Ball in, there's a slip back there and just wouldn't stick into the hand of Perry, I think it might be, but it's good Counsel to come away with it now. Seamus Rowan gets that hand pass away, but I think it was a little bit of a throw.
Probably a little bit, he was
Keane
probably
Dwyer
a small
was,
bit unlucky there, I'd say, but he might have been fouled before he threw it, but another young chap, Keane Dwyer from Horswood there, he did well to come out with the ball.
Owen Keogh again. Ball played out. And just to give a bit of an overview, JJ, maybe of the coaching that is going on in the schools at the moment. You're heavily involved in that.
Yeah, just listen, I suppose there's a big focus on strength and conditioning at the minute within the schools. I suppose we've 7 schools that we're focused on at the moment. It'd be nice to be able to get into all schools, but it's just not possible. You know, you've got Counsel and Peters, Wexford CBS and Escorty CBS, Gorey Community School, Crea College and the FCJ Bunclody, and obviously then we're going in and doing coaching within the schools and that as well. So I suppose trying to support, there's an awful lot of great work going on by the teachers in the various schools, and just from I suppose a county board coaching and games perspective, just to support them in whatever way we can. And then I suppose through the development squads and that, we're doing the S&C through the schools as well, and then obviously working with various teams in the schools. I suppose whatever the needs of each particular school, that's what we're trying to support them with it. And you know, you're hoping long term it's not something that's going to maybe benefit in the next year, that you're looking long term, 5-10 years down the line, that you have some of these young lads that are here will have 4, 5, 6 years in the secondary school, playing in the school, getting the work in the school, and then hopefully some of them coming on and maybe playing in the Walsh Cup here in 10 years time against Kenny for the Wexford senior hurlers.
In the meantime there, Joey Tobin sent over another free one, or another point from play I should say, 1-9 in total for him. There's a free at the other end for Owen Keogh.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky there. I think again the wind just pulled that one wide on the near side for Owen, but he certainly had a really, really good game for Wexford CBS there tonight.
Good chance here. Alex Miller tries to get it under control, but it just won't come down for him. A few more subs readying on the sideline. They're going through a bit of a warm-up as just won't come up for anyone at the moment. And that's a free and a foul and a chance for Good Counsel to launch another attack.
Yeah, and I'd say within a few minutes to the final whistle going at this, if half time in this game was going to go by, the pitch will be absolutely crowded and packed with young lads out getting their first opportunity. Oh, it's a brilliant touch there. That's young Owen Keogh again, as he's flying a bit. He's not going to run through too many.
No, there were just too many blockages on the road that time, really.
But there'll be a mountain of young lads out hunting. I can see them lining up already, looking to get out into the field to puck around for the first time under the lights. So it's again great opportunity for them, and great chance for them to show their wares and to have a little puck around with their friends on Wexford Park under the lights.
A few more subs have been brought in. I think we'll almost nearly have new 15s by the time the match is over. There's been that many subs, but fair play to the mentors on both sides for doing that and giving the guys on the field a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of these schools are doing a lot of work coaching, and these young lads are staying behind after school and
coming in the morning.
Yeah, coming in the morning. Instead of lunchtime, giving their time to hurling and that, and it's brilliant for them to get the little roar to be here this evening. And as I say, this isn't the end of their year. Their competition only starts now in the next couple of weeks.
Milo Perry goes for the posts, half blocked, but there's still a chance. Rory Sidney is up in the corner there. He's blocked down, and that's out for a 65 for Wexford CBS as we enter the last 2.5 minutes here in Chadwick's Wexford Park.
It's brilliant there. See the Wexford hurlers are all down standing looking at it as well, and I'm sure it's an absolute thrill for the young players on both sides now to see their heroes standing looking at them playing games. It's not too often it happens.
Owen Keogh, the lift maybe didn't quite go as smoothly as some of the other ones, but still gets it in towards the danger zone. Bobbles around. Falls for Oisin Byrne, who gathered it up very neatly in a crowded area and tries to make some ground, but makes too much ground without playing the ball on the hurl, and a free out for overcarrying.
Yeah, I will say, obviously Good Counsel have been the better team here this evening. Some really, really good displays by players, but the one thing Wexford CBS certainly haven't given up, and they've been very good on ruck balls and stuff like that, and looking at the quality, there hasn't been a dirty stroke in the game. Both sets of panels, 30 odd players there, have been a credit to their teachers and to their clubs and to their parents. And as we've already said, special evening for every young lad that's out here this evening. I don't think it could have gone when we set it up early in the year. I don't think we could have envisaged it going as well and being as successful as what it has been. And it's a credit to everyone involved in Wexford Park and that, to allow the young lads to have this opportunity here this evening.
And there's a foul and a free for Good Counsel. Good work by Oisin Roach again. Ball here at the half forward line. Well carried forward by Owen Keogh again. Plays it over the head. He's fouled. His jersey is fairly torn off him nearly.
That's it, rugby to be happy with that. He's gone through him enough times. He wasn't going to let him go through again. He's kept going, in fairness to him. I'd say he must be tired. He'd be tired in the morning, but I'm sure he'd be happy enough to have played as well as he has in Wexford Park this evening. It's a great ball in.
Milo Perry is there, just wouldn't come up for him. He got the hand to it, but it just didn't stick. And we're into the final few seconds of the game here. I don't think there'll be much injury time. There weren't very many stoppages other than all the subs, I suppose.
I think he indicated 1 minute, which is probably plenty, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, it's not going to matter to the result, and it's
no.
I suppose in terms of having to move formalities on this evening, there's plenty to be fit into the packed schedule. There's Corner Boy are going to play some music. There'll be a fireworks show. There'll be a few other bits and pieces to go on here before the Walsh Cup game starts. And
absolutely, and I'm going to have to leave Peter, and go down and
present the cup
and present this trophy. So listen, thanks very much for covering the game this evening and for all the support of the GA. It's brilliant for these young lads to be both here, and hopefully maybe some of their relatives that couldn't make it this evening are able to see him here playing this evening. So thanks very much,
and well done on everyone for organising the competition. It's going to be Good Counsel who are the inaugural winners of it. Puck out to be taken by Owen Aylward, and the referee Jimmy Heavey blows the full-time whistle, and that is the end of the game here in Good Counsel. An excellent performance by both sides. Obviously Good Counsel were a little bit sharper in front of goal, but both sides can be very pleased with the efforts that they put in. Congratulations to Good Counsel, commiserations to Wexford CBS, but an excellent game of hurling here before us for the Wexford first year schools hurling final, and we'll have, as JJ mentioned earlier, the football final. The football equivalent will be on before Wexford's National League football match next weekend here against London. So I'll rest my voice here in the commentary box. We'll watch the presentation, and there's plenty more to be fit in. There'll be a different stream for the Walsh Cup game between Wexford and Kilkenny, so that won't be here, but hopefully you'll join us, and thanks for joining us for this game.